Well, yeah, if that's the case, then I guess we're gonna go with it. All right, looking. It's
Okay.
7:05. Let's get it started so I can finish this and go play Warframe. I mean, what?
Whoa.
Whoa! All right, here we go. Sandstorm winless. We're still allowing Garnet, by the
Ooh.
way,
Okay.
because ERCS qualifiers is going to allow Garnet. I don't think I saw anybody mentioning that there were issues with Garnet last week, and I haven't really heard anything bad about Garnet in terms of game
Mm,
breaking. So
yeah. I didn't see anything either, so it was all up to you, but oh, I'm already seeing a really interesting yes flame. Okay. Um they're going no tank. No, they're going tank Camillo.
could be it's either that or you're going two tank items and then you're going crit items for the rest. Because I've seen what is it? I've seen it was either battle suit, guardian suit, plus our what is it? The helmet that heals whatever. I forgot the name of it already. But and then everything else you just go crit. So there's a lot of ways to build Camillo right now. Water fudge.
Mhm.
This was fun. Deus posted a looking for team member onto LFT about a week or so ago, and Water
Yes.
fudge was like, "Hi, I'm here. I exist." This is gonna be funny.
Yay, we believe in water fudge. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. And
Oh, I can't.
with a
Okay.
Comfy Hunt, that's gonna be funny. He's using the one
Mhm.
skin, by the way, that I don't have in the game. Curse you, Water
I,
fudge.
I can't read it, so you're gonna have to read it for me.
It's the
Um,
Immortal Hyunu skin.
oh, from like EA season 4 or
5.
something? 5. Wow. Old resident boomer. Sorry. Whoopsie. Um, I'm good for losing it. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, just don't curse like you did last time. Otherwise, my
Yeah.
stream is gonna get DMC'd,
Demonetized.
copyrighted, demonetized. I'm gonna have
Is
to
this
go
screen
into a
just
board
black?
meeting.
Or did I? Oh,
What?
nothing. I'm dumb.
What do you mean?
I accidentally scooched on the map past the zone, and therefore I couldn't see.
Okay. Oh man, let me close out a Warframe. I think it's lagging my computer. Alright, there we go. I had it
Oh,
open. I was playing
even
until
more
it
so than last time?
Oh, listen, I have priorities, okay, nowadays. Alright, yay, we started the game, whoa, woo!
Whoa!
Warehouse, pretty busy, fire station, pretty busy, and chapel,
Mhm.
pretty busy, but that's not too surprising, even now.
Yeah, those three zones are always busy as a first and last zoner.
Oh, yeah.
We typically see a lot of the first scuffles actually happen in those three zones. Typically, I would say in chapel or cemetery, I think.
Probably. Although, I mean, we'll figure it out after game number one. We'll see what ends up
Yeah,
happening. I don't really see any bans for game number one either, so I think we're kind of chilling going into game number two. Do have a
it
team
looks
already
like it.
grouped, so that's gonna be interesting.
It does look like there's a team in Forest.
Yep,
Is it Zanny Face?
indeed it is. They already picked up a kill. Nadine is going to be dead.
Nice.
Fiora finishing up a
For
couple more items, and this Nadine is. Oh no, she's out. Oh, okay, the blink in with the Fenty to get the kill. Unfortunately, Swampert was not able to pick up the speed gate. They keep picking that one up and denying the escape for the Nadine, but she's back up now. She is building some items.
And then there's another fight happening. Well, I guess it's just a little tiny little baby scuffle happening in factory between Kazed and so yeah, it does look like their teams are trying to come in, trying to help. We see Denal trying to dash and knock up on the and they get out.
Yep, it's speed
Ledox.
gates. It's
Yeah.
alright. It's alright. They're alive, and that's all that matters. It seems like
Oh.
Xenuface splitting up a little bit inside of Forest and
Mhm.
Uptown. They're going to be abused a little bit by some other teams that are already grouped up. Maybe some third parties
Yes.
here and there. Not a problem.
Mhm. It does look like some of these teams are going to be using these early deaths to just quickly group up with their team.
Seems to be the case. Swifty's going to take the fall. Should theoretically be hyperlooping to their teammate. We'll see in about 10 or so seconds. Although Krasden and Whooper, yeah, they're already grouped up. This Priya should be going soon to that area. The mutant chickens getting taken down. There's the pings. They're going to back away. Just take the bears. And everything seems to be calm pretty much for night number 1. Unless Waterfudge wants to do something. Absolutely not.
It looks like every team is situated their own zone. We see each team kind of in their own area, finding their own farm. But up in stream, we see two teams coming together. We see Squirrel actually launching the Rio ult onto the enemy team. It looks like it missed, but didn't have really much impact. Oh my gosh, I can't see. My bad.
It's fine. Hamshu's still alive. Gobu's still alive right now as well. I think the finger point from Actor actually ended up getting cancelled by Gobu, so that's pretty good. But the chase comes through. There's the stun. AoE from Hamshu, not that bad. It's a 2v3 at the moment, but Neospitter is actually starting to get a flank. Is he going to try for it? Absolutely not. White Lily taken. Hamshu should be dead as the finger point comes through. 2 for 0. Although it was actually kind of close considering it was a 2v3 for the most part. We do see another team that's also taking some falls down inside a beach, but they're fine too.
Okay, let me...
Is it bad? How is it watching with the Steam Deck?
I moved my mouse ever so slightly and I zoomed halfway across the map, so... It's like, I saw Barbara beam, and then after that, it's like, oh, I'm in school. Okay, we'll try this.
I don't know. Hey, again, today is an experiment for you to see if you can do stuff with the Stream Deck. But here we go. You got about 5 seconds to go until day 2 is gonna hit. Tree of Life gonna get contested over inside of Hotel. It's gonna be between Lucky Draw and G and Xenuface. Tetragon's already down. Damage not really that meaningful just yet. Gobu is gonna be relatively safe. There goes the Celine, gonna get taken down by the Ghostfire. Hachimi also probably going to get taken down unless Neospitter says something about it. Hachimi trying to get away, misses the initial kick. He's going to get taken down too. So a lot of teams taking the fall. We have multiple teams across the board taking some members down. We're going to see a Lucky Draw and G backing away from this. Quay of Life is going to be able to secure the Tree of Life inside of Cemetery for themselves.
And they're dropping down a portable kiosk to buy their items just to quickly get on their feet, just in case any fight does come their way.
Yeah, no need to risk going down a chapel for this one at all, since they already got one early. Mobile call is going to be really, really nice, and you're pretty much already in control of the zone. You might as well use it at this stage of the game.
They could have probably also seen the pings all the way up in Factory regarding the mutant wolves that had just spawned.
Oh yeah. Alrighty, so far in the game, it's nothing too super critical. We've just seen some picks here and there, although across the board we are actually seeing some relatively high number of kills. The only two teams right now without him are Kai Kunai and Lucky Draw and G, but we did see Lucky Draw and G already trying to fight a little bit, just not really finding too much success in that department. We'll see if they're going to be able to pull things around, considering the fact that Tsubame is in hand for that team, especially alongside a Priya. It's actually quite difficult to jump onto Tsubame with this one, so yeah, we'll see. If she scales water pretty well, I think Tsubame should be fine.
As long as Priya stays next to Tsubame, I think it's going to be really hard to not only jump her, but be able to kill her with the amount of sustain.
Oh yeah. A little bit of poke going on here and there. Got about 20 seconds to go. Actor is actually going to send it straight on towards Rosito. Ooh, unfortunately, Nimrod's Gate not going to be enough to bring him out, which means 1360 is going to walk out of the warehouse battle zone. It should just be a potential 2-team fight between Team Paid Actors and Team Yes Flame for this one.
So I think this is going to be a really interesting team fight with the quote-unquote Tank Camillo. So we see Waterfurst trying to get a really good angle, gets it, being able to dash onto JK, almost kill him. JK able to do a really nice beam chain that just dashes on and is able to finish him, leaving Alonso being the last one left. He's just not able to sustain enough.
Yeah, Waterfudge was able to get a really nice combo onto the Leo, taking out a huge fighting force of that team. Another fight towards the north side. This is another battle zone. There were actually 3 teams in here, so this is over a 4 score. Chiu getting jumped on by the Dema, unfortunately. Oh, parry not going to be enough. You should see the Vanya falling down, and there we go. A battle zone victory for Team Zenyaface. They will be able to secure themselves the 4 score, and it's going to be picked up by the Fiora, looking to go for a dragon scale. Yep, there it is. And that now is a lot of damage already. Double 4 score items for the Fiora, obliterating the Priya. She did not see any of that coming. Now the entirety of team number 8 is just completely split apart. Lucky Draw NG not really finding too much in the earlier stages of the game. Slowly but surely, they're trying to scale, but Kraz is still only sitting on the Suitor Sonnet. That is a very, very slow pace.
Yeah, it does look like they were seen, but we're just able to get out fast enough to not be caught in the middle of 2 different teams.
That's alright. 2 different teams, 1 different team. For now, as long as you're alive, it does not matter. Another big fight inside of Stream. Fantastic Stardust coming through from the Vanya. Suyumume, for the most part, is going to be able to keep a majority of their teammates alive, although Dinal taking the fall. Chloe not going to have it, at least for the remainder, or a good chunk of the remainder of night number 2. As Lumi is going to sail on by. I actually didn't check what Lumi had this game. Did you see it?
I didn't, but I can. We'll see. Oh. I guess not. Never mind, I lied.
I know they changed the text that shows up at the beginning of the game while you're in the little loading area so that you can see it, but you know, it is what it is. Another fight inside of Forest. This time around is going to be for the Tree of Life. That's about to spawn. Waterfudge taking a huge amount of damage. Will not take the fall just yet. Deus trying to get as much damage down, but for now, health advantage-wise, it is going over to the members of Team Quantum Shade. Gobu still putting in the pressure. Whiplash is going to miss. Everybody's trying to heal back up. Deus pulling a lot of the focus away. Waterfudge looking for an angle back, but the Surf's Up is going to deny the first attack back in. There goes Jigna, and this is a beautiful fight, I think, being taken by Team Quantum Quake. They're utilizing their effective HP very, very nicely with the shield rotations and the heals.
It is D3, so we're going to be seeing the first minus 250 of the lobby.
Absolutely. This is going to hurt quite a bit. They do have the crutch for it, but, you know, minus 250 is always going to hurt, especially on a team like this where you have a Tom Fei-Hun and a semi-tank Camillo, because, you know, you did mention the tank Camillo. It's welding helmet and the turnover code, which is pretty common nowadays. Using this guy as a start. A lot of good damage coming in inside of Chapel. Dagon going to get taken down at the beginning. Rizito seeming to try pushing over. He is going to get the cube on towards the Vanya, but she just flies away, and there she goes.
Yeah, trying to prevent them from being able to do any more damage, but it was just way too much, especially with the Vanya and cube. They just had to leave and prevent what they could.
It's all good and dandy. A couple teams are already taking the minus 250. Is not going to be the best of looks. Queen of Life looking to get a little bit more. Waterfudge! He blinks in and gets corner checked by the CCTV console. He's not going to be able to pick up a kill against that Vanya, unfortunately. Queen of Life getting a little bit of a safety net, a little bit of breathing room because of the slight micro mistake coming in from Waterfudge, which is not something you would normally expect from the guy, but you know what? It's Tom Fei-Hun. I do that all the time.
Yeah, my favorite thing about Tom Fei-Hun is those light poles in police or fire. Those actually count as a wall. So if you accidentally try to dash it, you will get stopped. We see Celine trying to do a really good poke against I think it's a Lucky Draw. Hachime just jumps in, gets the triple hit on, but it doesn't look like there's too much damage coming from him. But the Fiora, on the other hand, able to effectively one-shot Tsubame, and down goes the Lennox shortly after. In Forest, we have Lennox coming out. Dagon just having to stand still to prevent any more of that true damage. But it looks like it's just not going to be enough. Suya Moe goes down from these. Yes.
It was a really nice totem timing from the Vanya,
Yeah.
but, Vanya shield at this stage, pretty good, but Tom Shu actually
Mm,
layering the predetermined sources of damage pretty nicely. Nicely done.
yeah. Able to prevent as much minus credit as they could. But then Sia instant getting revived instantly into another fight. We see the cube coming. We see the cube coming out, trying to get some really good poke. Able to land I think the tombstone onto Dagon. But they do try to get as much healing back as they can before the next fight. Lizzie throwing out another cube, just trying to get a little more poke, but looks like everyone's going to back off. In Factory, after that is paid, looks like he's going to try to jump on Jigna. Yes, he's able to get the point and stun, but Jigna just able to heal just barely enough. Oh, we're running into another team, and he's down.
That's brutal, that's brutal.
And again, another fight happening between Resi and After That's Paid. It does look like After That's Paid is just going to go down from the combo of the Jackie, Darko, and Arda. And they're just going to have to back off from there.
Yeah, for reaching a little bit too far. Squirtle also getting third party by Team Queen of Life inside of Dock while everybody else was chasing inside of Chapel, which means
Yes.
JK on the Barbara, the last one alive on that team, is going to have to try to get the res off in the upcoming moments. They do have the credits for it, but it's going to be pretty much their entire credit arsenal. So a heavy investment coming in for that team. Same thing for Team Yes Flame. They have to res back Waterfudge if they want to be at a 3-man strong. But the Darko's on the chase. He is getting the movement speed bonus from trying to chase people down. He is going to unfortunately cancel the pork chop coming in from the mutant boar, so not going to be able to find that one. But everybody else still trying to push on in. Their timer not looking that bad. Dale's trying to buy as much time as possible, but Tan is just going. There's the double knockup coming in from the Darko, and it looks like everybody is on an escape run, except Tan gets taken down by Jigna. Waterfudge looking for a little bit more. Rosito trying to play a little bit passive because he's not entirely sure what his character is able to do up against that Tomfei Hun. Rosito trying to run away. Oh, there's the chase through from the Alcompas. I have never seen that before. The Alcompas chased him straight through the Nimrod's gate.
I've never I've seen that from the Alonso point, but never from a Camillo.
What the heck? Alright, well, that's an interesting way to see how that mechanic works. Rosito definitely did not see that one coming. I'm pretty sure Jigna didn't exactly either. So in the end, the fight actually turns into a 1-for-2 in favor of Team Yes Flame. Dog in the Coat sitting on 3 seconds. They got 20 seconds to get on out of here. Not going to be able to go to the school teleport. Is Dog in the Coat going to pop? This is potentially a -1 coming in for 1360. He's trying to get on out of here. He's got about a total of, what, maybe 5 seconds to go? But there are teams right around archery range. It's looking like a -1.
It really, he looks like he's just going to take it.
Fight coming through inside of archery range, though. The two teams sitting around the corner, right around the gas station entrance. Gonna be looking to do something, but it's a 0-for-0 so far. Nothing really happening. Everybody just slowly but surely eating timer. Timer is a resource after all, Aya.
Yes. So we see the Nikki just dashing away, trying to get as much space, potentially get as much healing as they can. And then in Forest, we see Waterfudge trying to get some nice pokes. Looking like he's just not able to get it off. Lennox able to pull him back to prevent any jump on. Camillo trying to do the same thing. Again, the Lennox just able to pull him off to prevent any sort of effective damage on their backline. And it looks like it's going to be in a really rough spot with Waterford being very low. Just having to dash out of there to stay in the back. Jigna goes down.
Dude, that was straight into a good chunk of the damage that Jigna just did at the end of that fight there before he went down was straight into a Tomfa quick spin from Neospitter, and he is weapon level 15 plus right now. That did a lot of return damage back onto him. So Jigna trying his best, but it's not going to be enough. As there is another fight inside a hotel, Nikki gets absolutely obliterated. Mugenso as well as Swamper Trooper, just gonna have to back away from this one. Almost straight into another team. Never mind, Waterfudge is by himself. Everybody else just in shambles right now. You got 10 seconds to go until day 5 begins and multiple teams in shambles.
They need to buy right now, or especially Yes Flame. If they don't buy now, well, now, they're going to be stuck as just Swamper until Lumi comes around.
just slowly passing through the entrance of Chapel
Yeah.
Forest. There is a team inside of Chapel, but they're quite far away from the Lumi.
Hmm.
Kai Kunai trying to get the res back on. The Alex just barely having enough credits is going to be able to bring the Nikki back. They got to do it quickly, though. They Dagon Denal, Suyugume, they're not going to be able to see this. They're not going to be able to punish it. Denal looking for an angle a little bit too far away.
It appears so. And then in Hotel, we see, the Fiora goes down to, I think it was Ghostlight.
Yep.
And then Hatsumi walks away.
He did indeed.
Oh. Yes. I'm just looking at what you're looking at.
Oh, you gave up on trying to navigate through.
Yeah. Yes.
Alright, I see how it is. That's okay. That's okay. I'm trying to navigate myself. It's alright. Again, experiment day.
It is. Sorry about the thunder going on in the background.
I don't even hear it, actually, so you're good.
Okay. That was a really loud rumble. I'm surprised Waterfudge is just able to stay as long as they have. Because there's a fight in Chapel. Dagon trying to get as much book as he can. But we see the Nikki jump on, and we see, I think it's a really good Stardust coming from Suya. But we see the Nikki parry, just not enough, and then so much damage is going off onto the, didn't see who that was, the Alex. And they're able to finish off Swampert.
A lot of good kills coming in. The Kai Kunai at least being able to trade one for it, but in the end, Dark Dagon a little bit too tanky at this stage in the game. Running, what are they running for their augment? Actually, let us take a look. It is indeed the Vampiric Bloodline. I'm just surprised it's not showing up on the top of the screen there, but
yeah. It's a mixture of tanky, but also damage, just because with the ult being able to do true damage and group, I think it's so strong for their team with the Stardust and the Chloe being able to both do really good AoE damage, surprisingly.
Exactly, and this is a pretty classic style of demo that's even being played now. You know, there's a lot of mixes between a little bit more focused towards damage, maybe slightly less towards the tanky part, but this is an even distribution spread. You got Mithril Armor and the Bunny Hat helmet. Bunny Hat, I should say, it's not a helmet, it's just a hat. Yeah, that's going to be enough for the demo to stay alive long enough. The shield coming in from Bunny Hat is also going to be beneficial because with Vampiric Bloodline, you can stay alive quite a long time, especially if the fight is split apart like that. Shield from Bunny Hat comes up quite often, so pretty good.
This team is surprisingly tanky, but in Hotel we see Hachimi getting the Tetrahegon, actually getting some really nice bounces. Leon able to get a really nice surf stop, able to finish both the Fiora and Hachimi, leaving just the Celine alone. I'm unsure if she's going to be able to finish this, trying to get as much effective focus as she can, being able to knock back Neo from getting any further, but with 7 seconds on the timer, I don't think she's going to be able to live. Trying to get a flash angle, but it looks like it's just not going to be enough. The Ghost Light, and there they go down.
That's really unfortunate, but another set of fights happening inside of Chapel. It's a 2v3 right now, as Chloe unfortunately did end up getting secured. Suyumume still sitting in the middle of everybody, out-tanking everyone. They just don't have the single target damage. Tan trying to get a little bit in, but he doesn't have the Chainsaw Murder. He's going to get taken down by the Vanya. 1v3 coming in effectively from Suyumume. There's the rest coming back onto the Darko, but in the end it is just another point going for the team of Queen of Life. Suyumume! I am liking this. Suyumume, you have improved a lot ever since the first time I saw you signing up with Queen of Life. This is amazing.
I think this team is also surprisingly tanky, with the Chloe and Soul Link being able to effectively almost double her HP pool, Dagon being just the regular semi-tank build, and Vanya with all the shields and Vampiric just able to sustain like their life depends on it. Does so much. We see the Chloe actually getting pulled in, but
she's dead.
Like, yeah, she's just dead. The combination of what it looked like Lennox ult and everyone else just not enough, and Neo Splitter just kind of runs all over them.
Yeah, that's really brutal. I think Chloe getting
Oh.
pulled by the Whiplash is just probably the worst possible
Mm-hmm.
choice. Everybody's tanky, but the Chloe, especially if she's not able to actually get out quickly in time. Just nice rotation
Yeah.
from Gobu. Everybody else followed up really nicely. And the Ghost Light also chasing through towards the end does not help at all, because that
Mm-hmm.
true damage is going to inflect directly on towards Nina. And with
Yeah.
the Soul Link, you are just going to share that damage all the way to. Nicely done from this team.
Mm-hmm.
They get first place and 15 kills.
That was such a nice pick. Just being able to effectively make it a 3v2 uh, gave them the win. Didn't look like Siamume was able to actually accomplish anything after that. They just had too much burst damage for her to actually do anything about it. Even with that invulnerability and sleep, not able to do enough. And then, do you want to look at the damage numbers? Because
Yep.
this damage number is looking pretty nutty.
Yep. Let's take a look at it. We'll bring the graph up. It is going to be, yeah, of course, Tom Shu doing quite a lot. Again, I think Tom Shu
Mm-hmm.
has always been one of the most impressive Adinas in North America. I posted this in the
Mm-hmm.
Scrim server a few days ago as well, but this guy did 1,400 true damage to me when I was playing Rio over the course of a small fight. So Adina is quite good if you're able to control her pretty well,
Yeah.
and we know Tomshu. 34k damage justified.
Did more true damage than the Lennox.
Yep, there it is. 5.4k compared to
Mm-hmm.
4.2k coming through from the Lennox. That's the power of the Adina right now. About a 4-to-1 spread when it comes to skill damage to the true damage. As
Yeah.
long as you're able to get things done on this guy, yeah, you are able to do a lot of damage on Adina right now.
I'm also looking. Like this is the power of Dema as well. 21,000 damage, just 3k behind Suya Mume as full tank essentially.
Yep, indeed. This is one of the benefits of running Dema again, I think, in a lobby like this, where fights were
Oh
pretty much spread apart for the most part, right? We didn't really see too many fights just kind of hanging around one specific area. A lot of teams decided to split apart.
yeah.
As soon as the fight actually began, that's where Dema tends to thrive, as the chaos of the fight is going to be, where she
Mm-hmm.
really likes to sustain, really kind of split apart how
Yes.
damage is distributed. So, good.
And then do you want to go? Did you want to go over the points real quick?
Yeah, I'll take a look at that. We got Quantum Quake in first place, 23 points. Of course, Queen of Life in second place with 17. Zenuface, 11 with third. 1360 sitting in fourth place with 9. Paid Actors, 7. 6 for Yes Flame, 4 for Kai Kunai, and 0 for Lucky Draw and G. They did not have a good game number 1. Safe to say.
No. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's so unfortunate. Hoping that they'll have a better game next time.
Yeah,
But
Lil King, you gotta put team names in too, man.
Lil
He's not doing it.
King.
How
Oh,
dare
which
he?
team am I on? I'm on Walmart. Oopsies.
What the? Mole Divers, Reborn, Homeless Laptops, Apollo.
Uh, um, I don't think this is correct. I need to. You're gonna hear me touch my ear real quick.
Tap, tap, tap,
Ta-da!
tap.
Ooh, it's really rainy. I don't know if you can hear it.
We hear
Can you
them.
hear it?
Just a little bit. It was like a small tick.
Here.
Nothing too loud.
Dippy,
You're
dippy,
okay.
dippy.
Yeah, Loking has to redo it because I had to make the last lobby, so we'll give him a little bit of time to take care of that.
I'm gonna say it's really hard to see what's going on my phone, but I'm trying my absolute best. I'm putting on my gamer face and trying to explain what I see to the best of my ability, and it's so hard when
You are
things are
getting it.
happening so fast. Oh, I'm trying, except when you focus on watching me walking away from a fight, but you know.
Is the stream quality itself at least fine? I would hope it is.
Yeah, it's fine. It's just yeah, how's my phone battery actually? 60%. I'm good.
Good, good, good. Alright, I don't think we have any bans after game number 1. Let me just double check that. Yeah, we are good to go. So all players can play whatever the heck they want to. When it comes down to it, are we going to see something similar? I do actually want to see Suyamume play the Vanya again, because they've, again, improved quite a lot ever since the first time they showed up in the Scream scene.
Yes.
Nice to see.
I think Vanya's really good in those long fights, and okay, my entire room lit up. Whoopsie. Um, I think Vanya's just really good in those long fights, especially with Dema, being able to get all those shields and the damage over time from, I don't know if it's from Astronaut Helmet, but her passive and her auto being able to apply the passive. And she just does so much in those long term fights. It's really hard to deny the impact that that
Yeah.
character can apply.
Yeah,
Wins.
I actually would have been a little bit interested to see how the fight would have gone if Dinal didn't get caught out by the hook,
Mm-hmm.
because the problem with running something like the Vanya into an Adina this late into the game is the fact that Adina is going to be able to outsustain a lot better than you are, because
Yeah.
your sustain is much more selfish than Tom Shoes. And with the
Yes.
roster like Neospitter and Gobu, they're both going to be playing off of each other. So as long as you throw like a star contract in their general direction, you should be able to get that AoE
Mm-hmm.
healing coming through for both Neospitter
Or
and Gobu.
shield.
Yeah, that true. Yeah, that too, exactly. And Neospitter's got the AoE shields. Gobu has got the internal shields of his own. That team is effective HP central right there.
Yeah, it didn't help that Denal was hit on the main body and not on Nina. So
Yeah.
since it was on the main body, she had to effectively disable herself from combat and just have try to let Nina do the work. But once that true damage came on, there was nothing you could really do. It does
Exactly.
look like we're going to see an Alonso ban for next game, though.
Yeah, put Jignut going back on the Alonso duty for that one. I guess Camilo didn't work out in the last one. He's like, yep,
No,
guys, I'm sorry. I will go back to my job.
I mean that team was also just really rough for them. I think Slahan Wu, if they don't get that pick, there's really nothing you can do. Sunny, this a lot in a lot of those fights, he was walking back and low health, and it's just not the most comfy.
For sure. I mean, he's going to be fine on this pick. I think the Aya is a lot more sustainable and stable, I should say,
Yes.
on this roster as well. Not too risky in
Oh,
comparison to something like the Hyunwoo. I think in a lobby like this, the Aya can actually work. A lot of teams kind of clash onto each other, just kind of straight front to front, which means the pistol Aya, as long as the steady shots are actually landing in the general vicinity of anybody, it should be able to get a lot of value out. So, yeah, we'll see how this game goes. Here we go, loading into game number 2. Again, it's going to be Team Quantum Quake sitting in first place right now, 23 points compared to
oh,
17 of Team Queer Life.
Lumi is attack skill this game.
You did check
I
that,
made
did
sure
you?
to look. I made sure to look. I was gonna say I also has a lot of self peel with the alt and her E being able to also go through walls. It's it's really good, especially in these teams or these types of formats where you tend to want to end fight as fast as you can when you can. So being able to just disengage that easy, it's kind of a no-brainer.
Yeah, I do wonder where they're gonna put the Alonso credits onto, because I've seen a lot of teams, especially with rosters like Yes Flame in the past, actually
Oh
prioritizing
yeah.
a couple of items onto the Alonso before they start sharing credits. Like the Commander's helmet was something that was really popular onto Alonso's as the first item. Maybe something even like the Ghost Sprite's dress was really popular on
Yeah.
Alonso before he started sharing credits. But if he is gonna start
Mm,
sharing his credits to a teammate, is it gonna go onto the Kadia first, or is it gonna be on the Aya first?
I think the first is going to be Aya for Scotty.
Okay, that's very fair. You could do that with the tree. We'll see what kind of objective they're gonna go for.
Yeah.
Scotty's really popular on that character. It's no
I think
biggie surprise.
Aya's also just way more expensive than the Katya is, because Katya can typically. Oh, that's so unfortunate. For the Subame, um, just because Aya also wants Persona, I think Blood also. Oh, Dagon's just fighting for his life and up in Hotel. That's not Hotel.
I've
Archery
seen
getting a really good
1v3s.
three man.
Okay, no.
That was a really good three-man ultimate coming from Bacon right there.
Yeah, was it Internet
Squirtle.
Rap during ERCS where he got a 1v3 over and over as the Dema just killed everybody inside of archery range? I could have sworn I remember seeing that from somewhere.
Probably. You're actually seeing a really big fight happening in stream. I cannot see again. Waterfoot's trying to get some really good posts. Jack is able to jump on, finish, trying to get the most back on Deuce, but it's just not enough. Deuce is really low. Jing not trying to protect Deuce as much as possible. Deuce being able to then also finish Resi, leaving the last teammate being, I think it was Laura, really low.
Tan is considering going back in on this, but no. Level 7, luckily for the Jackie, is going to be able to come back a little bit earlier than everybody else inside of this fight. Rosita was also level 7, got taken out towards the backside of that fight as well. I think it was salvaged thanks to the work of Tan, though. Got a couple of really nice crits over onto the Aya, managed to pick that one up, but then the Kadia stayed alive, and Davis was able to finish the rest of the health bar on the Jackie. The rest of the team, actually, I would kind of agree with them in a situation like that, where probably it was thought to be a bit too risky. As soon as Tan gets the kill, you're like, okay, yeah, let's go. But until that point, everybody was just slowly backing away, which was, in my opinion, the right call at that time.
I agree. I am begging.
There goes Denal down around.
Okay.
Trying to stay alive. It's going to be the Stardust, but it's a bit too early in the game for her to stay alive. Shields are pretty good, but she is stuck in a corner. Will get taken down. Swampert is going to, unfortunately, I guess, in a case like this, going to pop the Wild Hunt. The Wolf was still going to come through. Not going to have that for the time being. 30 seconds to go for that to come back up. And yeah, we are going to see Yes Flame, sorry, sitting around the cemetery tree line as we predicted.
Oh gosh, I'm like halfway freezing. We see Nikki trying to get a really good stun. We see the Nadine trying to get some really good poke. We do see another Alonso team come up from behind. It does look like that first team tries to back off as we see Alonso in the back trying to heal off as much damage as he can. Pure trying to get as much damage onto this Alonso, as we then see another team come up doing a bunch of damage with that Aya poke, being able to kill William. Oh my goodness, Nikki is able to jump onto the Alonso and I think finish him, but they are going to back up, it appears.
No teams die, but in the end, it is going to be Team Yes Flame who secures themselves a Tree of Life as well. Jignut was able to find, I think it was Chimi who ended up picking up the meteorite as the William, but he blinked away straight into another team. Jignut secures that one, gives it over to, I think, or no, Deus actually didn't go for the meteorite. It's going to be the Devil's Marksman pickup on Waterfoot, so Alexander prioritized actually over the Scotties in this game for Team Yes Flame.
Oh, interesting. Wonder if they're doing it for the extra auto or early cooldown.
I'm not sure, because they do have the setup for Scotties in their inventory right now. Bracelet plus the ice, so I guess Deus is going to be a little bit more prioritized in this game, although the Devil's Marksman going over to him is kind of still leaking out up in there, but we'll see. Another fight inside a fire station. Suyume using the Stardust slightly late, doesn't end up tagging Tan, so this fight is probably one that they're going to want to back away from. I don't think this Vanya has enough shields early in the game yet. Will get taken down. Tan's going to be able to secure the box. It's going to be Denal running away from the fight in fire station.
Yeah, it's still day 2, so we do get those free revives, but in the next, no, not 30 seconds, the next 2 minutes or so, we will see these teams not being able to get revives like that, so they will have to play a little more cautiously.
Not entirely sure whose box it was inside a fire station, but looking at the credit of Queen of Life, it seems to be from 1360, so they haven't really lost too many credits or anything like that. But because of the awkward timing, they're not going to be able to fight the battle zone as nobody has transitions and all. Sitting on 2 right now, but 350 credits for both Suyume and Dagon means they are not strong enough to fight any battle zone. They're going to back away. Police station, sorry. Battle zone is going to be fought over 2 different teams. It's going to be Paid Actors and 1360. Completely locked out of actually fighting right now. They're going to try to brute force it. Dog and the coach is going to go straight in, will immediately get taken down, but Tan actually rotated through, trying to get the kills, the auto attacks, the crits, the heals! Oh, Jackie! Adrenaline burst heals are absolutely insane. It is a dual sword Jackie carry and a half. Nicely done from Tan. They will pick up the battle zone, a mithril or below, going for this team.
Wow. And then in Hotel, we see another really big fight. We see Alonso using the ult, trying to do as much CC as he can and heals, and then we see him point on the Swifty and kill. I'm freezing. Anyway, we see Yes Flame being able to get that mithril or below.
Nicely done. This game so far is already turning something in quite interesting as Tan, he is absolutely fed. Weapon Mastery 12 at the moment. Everybody else in the lobby actually slightly ahead. If anything, I would actually say that Team 1360 is slightly behind in this lobby, but
yeah,
we saw how strong this Jackie could be. I honestly thought that the fight was over the moment Dog and the coach just insta-sented, but my goodness, the resets, the little lizard that could, the hoppity hop pop pop. Double stun coming in from Tomshi. Alright, this fight's over. Deus gonna fall probably to the Ghost Fire. Yep, there it is. The waterway is enough. Waterfudge trying to at least pick up one. Misses the blink! Waterfudge, no! He gets pulled back too. He tries to jump over the wall. Will get it. I think he's gonna be able to stay alive, but Waterfudge, what are you doing, dude?
They tried. Consolation prize, they tried.
Consolation prize. Gonna see Hachimi falling down. Fiora's just gonna have to back away from this fight as the Alonso will also take the fall. I do also see that a Kai Kunai unfortunately did get wiped inside a factory. That is quite
unfortunate.
Brutal. Yes.
I'm so sorry. Okay. Some of these fights are just freezing, so well,
it's all good. It's all good. If you need me to take over, then you know I can. So
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was just really fun. Alonso pointed. I froze. Everyone's on the floor. So.
Wow, it's an alternate dimension. You just like time shifted.
This time, speeds up the slow sound, but we see Alonso getting a really nice point onto the Lennox, I think, able to just completely melt them, but because of the earth being able to disengage makes it so they can't really jump onto them to finish. But it does mean they are going to be going minus 250 on Lucky Draw. Really unfortunate. And then down in Uptown, we see Fiora able to get some really good damage down onto Gemma. Trying to finish off Denal, able to actually get it. Seeing Lume pushing the stasis. I don't know if it's going to be enough. Trying to get that extra kill onto the Alonso, but just barely missed it with the healing from killing the dead body, and unfortunately they wipe with one team kill.
This is the power of the mid-game William. You gotta try to get the kill, but with a team like Queen of Life, unless somehow the Chloe is able to insta-jump onto the William, very difficult to lock him down. And plus, I think the Alonso sitting up in the front line makes it very difficult for anyone on their team, quite frankly, to get anything done. Another fight inside Factory. Jignut's going to get instantly bursted down. Deus trying to pump in the damage as much as possible. Healing drone is pretty good. Finger point comes through. Unfortunately, Deus is going to eat the entirety of that. Not even going to be able to find a kill over onto Actor. Will get taken down. Waterfudge looking for an angle, maybe a return kill onto JK, but he's going to just back away. Lucky Draw NG also getting taken down. It's going to be a 2 for 0 in favor of Team Quantum Quake as Lucky Draw NG, they're not finding things. The second game in a row for Elizabeth.
Just really scary, I think. Oh, I'm frozen. It's just a really scary lobby, I think. They can just jump onto them so easy, and it's really hard for them to engage sometimes. Like that. Especially in a corner. JK Actor and the Rio able to just pump so much damage out onto that Lennox. Just, yeah.
Exactly. Really, really unfortunate for Team Lucky Draw NG in a second game where they're gonna actually get 1 point placement points, right? They did get 6th place, so that's something. But when it comes to Yeah, when it comes to actual strategy, it doesn't seem to be working out. The Tsubame not really getting a chance to scale up in the game
Yeah.
so far at all. The Priya also not being able to buy that much time. You know, I mentioned earlier that a lot of teams are kind of clashing into each other. But aside from Team 1360, there's nobody that's really initiating in. A lot of fights are just being fought in the middle area where it's like the DMZ, the dead man zone, that no one's really trying to get anything done with. So yeah, Priya not really finding too much success. Maybe that'll change as Game 3 starts rolling around. They're just practicing. They're warming up.
Yeah. I was gonna say that comp looks really good on paper, but if they're not able to peel onto the either Priya ultimate, which uses it to get some really nice CC, or off the Tsubame, it's gonna be really hard for them to play.
100%. Alrighty, we got 35 seconds to go until day 4 is going to begin. 4 score already picked up from the Omega by a team. Meteorite and a purple box actually spawning towards the north side of the map. We should see at least Quantum Quake going for that one. Lumi hanging around this area as well. You said tactical skill earlier too?
Yeah.
So maybe somebody going to be looking for that one is Neospitter. Considering it, there it is! Hey!
We see it! Woo-hoo!
The discounted tactical skill upgrade. There it is, level 2 for the Soul Stealer. Gonna be pretty nice in the upcoming fights as Gobu looking to find something. Rosito getting pulled back. There it is. Blink coming out from him as well. For now, just the maybe zone control as they want to secure the box. It's another tactical skill. Rosito getting caught out by this. He cannot use Nimrod's Gate as he would instantly die. Just not able to do anything and gets killed. Gobu, nice pulls.
Getting those really solid catches, being able to pull people out of these situations that, well, I was going to say they shouldn't be in the first place, but it's really hard against a Lennox because you can be in the perfect space and still get pulled and put into a spot you don't want to be in.
Alright, well, Rosito just died. Holy crap. The Storm actually just obliterated him, so nicely done from JK actually finding a pick by himself onto Rosito. He just got called back. That's going to be another minus 250 coming in for that team, so minus 500 in the past couple of moments for Team 1360. Does end up bringing him back, but that's going to hurt quite a lot. Here's the initiation coming in. Alonso sitting up in the front, double front shields coming in along the way. Fiora gets absolutely obliterated. Nice timing with the blank cartridge. Now Deus and Waterfoot starting to push up forward. Alonso completely left by his lonesome. Will get taken down. Hachimi last alive on his team. Credit count not good, and he gets found out by another team right up top, which means Zanyface going to be obliterated and taken out of game number 2. We got 4 teams left, and it's the first 4 teams in the lobby.
Oh, I didn't even realize that. Nice. You see Aya trying to get some really nice poke onto the Alonso. Tries to get the point, but nothing found. Aya's still trying to get some poke out. Not hitting. Alonso lands the point onto the other Alonso. Able to ult, actually lands it on Zeus, being able to land everything onto him, being able to drop him to the floor, and then shortly after, that goes down with him. It doesn't look like they get the wick free as well after that.
That is the power
really
of
strong.
Barbara, though. Holy crap. Wickaline, kill onto Deus. I mean, that right there is essentially a good summary of what Barbara is able to do, I think, in Season 5. Just finds a small angle, the leftover trailing damage as the shots from the laser is going to come through. You got the AoE Storm, of course, that JK was able to throw down with the grenade. It is really, really rough to get away from those kind of things, especially if you're not paying attention to that. And Deus just got completely taken out by it, so really, really unfortunate. Yes, Flame all back alive, but that is minus 500 that they did not want to spend at this stage.
So once they get those lockdowns, it's really easy for Barbara to pump out damage just for free. Especially with the point and the Alonso Q, able to throw down both Storms stunned for even longer. On top of the turret damage, hello?
It's quite rough. Alright, on the flip side, let's see. 1360, actually, I'm not even going to be able to look at that because there is a fight that is beginning yet again. Gobu sitting up in the front, a lot of really good damage being soaked up by the Lennox actor. Also, unfortunately, going to already end up popping his healing drone, so they are backing away from this. A nice blink Moon Dorito attempt coming from Tom Shu, not going to be able to find anything. It is just a simple disengage as the Wick team being brute forced, pushed away from school. Man, yeah, Quantum Quake is extremely strong right now. What are their transitions like? Oh, yeah, that is a lot of remnant damage coming through. Basically the same transition ideology for Neospitter and Tomshu.
Mm,
Seems like he's about to build up into the death too. That is so much damage on the Adina now.
and that's not even accounting for the true damage that'll come through the ghost light.
It's true, with the scale off of
Ugly.
amp a little bit. So, 923 amp now for this Adina. She is going to be absolutely terrifying in the upcoming moments.
Not only does she shield a lot, she heals a lot, and she hurts a lot.
Mr. Worldwide, or I should say Mrs. Worldwide for Tom Shoes Adina.
Wahoo!
It's going to be pretty fun just to see how the rest of this game goes. 1360 getting caught out. Rosito again going to get jumped on at the beginning. Is it going to be something turned around by this team? Blank cartridge is good. No, Deus doesn't get taken out by Tan. I think he canceled an auto attack. Oh, that is brutal. Jackie not going to be able to find the kill onto Deus. Does get taken out by the shots. Oh, that sucks. The Ashen Reaper shot was
So
just
close.
barely enough. Yeah, super, super close. I think they were in the middle of an attack animation, but then canceled trying to go into the walk animation right afterwards. That happens all the time, but this time it was a bit fatal for Tan.
Mm, we saw that Alonzo was super low. If they were able to get that attack off and kill that Alonzo, they could have turned that and actually won, I think.
Oh yeah, I mean, you saw the triple, what is it, Twilight Heist, or not Twilight Heist, I think that was actually, oh, it might have been a Twilight Heist. I saw a triple knockup into a pull in, so that was really good, but holy crap, JK destroys Water Fudge. The remnant damage again, the lasers just trailing, the storms just cycling. Oh my god, he had absolutely no chance now. Dave was trying to run away. He got 15 seconds left on this timer. He is doomed.
Yeah, point Alonzo R into Barbara, Storm, and Grenade. Oh, that's so much damage.
Oh.
They make it -1 for yes, please. Womp womp womp.
Womp womp. Alright. We're down to our two teams. Final zone is going to be Forest. It's going to be Quantum Quake looking for 9. Paid actors looking for 17. Transitions wise, we definitely can see that I think Quantum Quake is ahead. But we have seen how quickly people can blow up. But I'm a little bit worried about JK, because Neospitter has been having some really nice quick spins lately. If he dumps all of his damage onto the Leon at the beginning of a fight, he is going to instantly burst.
Yeah, it's. I wonder if they're gonna wait for the Leon to try to jump in, and Leon jumps in instantly, does the taunt skill. It's gonna be able to put back all of that damage onto the other team, and I don't think they're gonna like that.
Surprisingly enough, it's actually going to be Quantum Quake with zone control over the final zone. I don't think Team Paid Actors were really paying attention to how many teams were left inside of this area. A lot of shields coming in from Neospitter. There goes the shield from Actor. Is he going to try to reset this or no? Spirit Arrow was already used. They're trying to get a little bit of damage in, but nothing's really happening. I do like the fact that they're sending it in pretty early, but Gobu, oh, he doesn't get a pull over on Actor. Squirtle's actually still trying this. I don't think you should be. Yeah, just let your team reset. You guys use a lot of cooldowns. Squirtle, you can calm down a little bit. Zone control doesn't really matter, especially if you started the fight super early in on towards the final zone. Your team has time to reset. Wait for the overdrive. There's the moon coming in again. Actor sitting up in the front lines. Neospitter with a quick spin, not going to be able to find it. He gets taken down. Squirtle sitting in the back line, getting taken down slowly but surely from the dot damage. Down goes Gobu. Tomshu, the last one alive and standing. Somehow Paid Actors have pushed through it. They're going to get the kills, get the Executioner bonuses. Tomshu should be going down sometime soon as well. JK taking a bit of damage, but I think that does it. Somehow Paid Actors knocking down Quantum Quake. They're going to skyrocket when it comes to the scores as well after this game.
It's really looking like it. I mean, Tomshu, even just alone, was able to do so much damage there in that final little bit. I was going to say, even getting that final zone doesn't really mean much against a Barbara. Able to throw down those turrets, able to just chunk while you're trying to reset. It's so much that you wouldn't really think about it, but with the blood cloak and everything else going on, it really does add up.
Yeah, this was This was a game. This was definitely a game. I think a lot of people were underestimating the amount of burst that JK's Barbara is able to toss in.
Mhm.
Just thinking, oh, I'm standing at the edge of the Barbara skill
Yeah,
animations. No, you have to be completely out of it. The remnant damage
yeah.
again is gonna chunk you down extremely quickly. We saw Water Fudge getting taken down, Deus getting taken down over and over again throughout the course of this game too. You have to be careful. Stay out of the range of
Oh,
Barbara, otherwise you will die. What does the
he could even go
damage?
Blood Cloak.
Yeah, I know. He just went full burst, but full burst I think in this game. Did he go Holy Orders?
Yeah. No, he went Persona Cabana for the extra
Ooh.
anti-heal.
Yeah, that'll do it. All right, let's take a look at the damage numbers. See who did the most. It is indeed the
Ooh,
Barbara. Yep, I mean that's to be expected.
sure is. I'm really happy to see that JK has found a way to use Barbara that he likes. I know for the last few, what, weeks, he's been having some issues with the character, and so I'm glad he finally found a way to make it work for him.
Yeah, all we needed was actor that is paid to be put on Alonzo duty. What an absolute downfall.
Well, we will be seeing Alonzo banned for next game, so womp womp.
That is true. That is true. No Alonso for next game, but this guy has been spending the past 4 years of Eternal Return playing Aya, and now he's on Alonso duty. The absolute downfall of man. Like Jesus Christ.
Womp womp. Where's the world's smallest violin?
Yeah, I know. That is just the way the cookie crumbles for some ER players nowadays. You're just destined to become Alonso duty, and if I was on a professional team myself, I would probably be in the exact same scenario. So can't blame him.
Yeah. It doesn't look like we have the results for game two yet.
We do,
But
we do.
what are you thinking while we're waiting for those?
Well, I mean, we do. I'm not looking at it just yet. It's up on stream, but if I were to take a guess without looking at it
Oh, it's on
physically,
stream. Oh, I
yeah.
can't see. I can't
Wham.
see it.
Paid actors
There it is.
should be tied with Quantum Quake. Quantum Quake did have a pretty decent performance in game number two, but the low amount of kills that
Ooh.
they had, plus not picking up any towards the final, is going to hurt quite a bit. So let's actually take a look at the official results. You guys had it on the screen for a little bit, but here we go. I'm looking at it for the first
Mhm.
time now too. 34 for Quantum Quake, 32 for paid actors. So they are just about equal.
Yeah.
19, 18, and 17 for Zennyface, Queen of Life, and Yes Flame, respectively. Third, fourth, and fifth. 15 for 1360, breaking that 1 by 1 rule. Going to be sitting in sixth. Kai Kunai, 8 points, 7th place, and as I mentioned, Lucky Draw NG sitting on 8th with 1 point as they got it from placement. Hopefully, game 3 is going to be a little bit different as to how their performance has been, because their comp is pretty decent, just hasn't been actually being able to implement that
I'm
composition.
sure hoping so. I mean, I'm seeing a bunch of messages going on in the Queen of Life group chat, so I'm wondering if they're trying to figure something out on a on the play-by-play.
Oh, actually, oh, that's right, that's right. You played in their team, so you're actually in their
Yes,
group chat.
I'm on their
Wow!
team. I'm on their team. I'm on Queen of Life's team.
Got
This
the
is
inside info.
true.
When are you gonna invite me in there?
Do you want in? I can ask.
No, I have too many group chats already in servers.
Ah, she'd be too popular.
What the?
Uh,
My daily routine just goes through Mark is red, Mark is red, Mark is red.
oh my
Uh,
god. Oh boy. Okay. Wait, I'm looking. I'm looking in your chat. Don't mind me.
Lol King, Alonzo's band. He didn't put it on. Put it in.
This is why I use 20,000 DPI. Mark this pants grab.
What the?
Here, there you go. Okay, I'm just gonna adjust my DPI. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. I'm using a notepad for my mouse, so that could also be contributing to the issue.
I see. Alright, here we go. Again, Alonso is banned in this game. We're seeing 2 Lennox come out, but that's been pretty standard for the past couple of games. Actors swapping over onto Mai. That's going to be a fun one to watch.
Ooh, those stuns are going to be so good against a lot of these teams. They try to dive in. Um, oh, that is confusing. There's people on the bottom showing up that they're playing a video game. Thank you, Steam. Can we get a
Clap, 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 clap.
It doesn't look like we're gonna get another ban. It looks like they all switched on to a different respective tank other than the 2 Lennoxes. I see the 1 Mai. I see the Jan. Hachimi. I see Hachimi. I'm just gonna call it that. Still see the Dema and the Nikki. I'm not seeing anything that would be banned in this game.
Yeah, especially considering the fact that Waterfledge, Jignet, and Deus, they're just going to kind of go back onto something resembling what they went in game number 1, just switching Deus from the Cecilia onto Bernice. I think when it comes down to it, this comp is a bit more consistent, right? You don't need to heavily rely on just kind of buying time for your cooldowns. I think Deus, as long as somebody is able to find something, they should be able to support Jigna, because overall in game number 1, I think, there were some really nice performances from Waterfledge, finding some really nice first attacks in towards a fight. But in the end, it was Jigna that really kind of held down a lot of the fights from start to end. So now that Deus is on Bernice, I think he can supplement that a little bit further.
Oh boy. I was gonna say, let's see if that fixed it. Bernice, he's probably gonna try to throw out a lot of those stray bolas, explosive bolas, and I think that'll be a really good moment for Jignut or Waterfudge to just jump on and do so much damage.
Yeah, that is something. That is something that I noticed a lot recently with these Bernices. They don't wait for somebody to initiate. They open up the opportunity for somebody to initiate. And with a composition like this, yeah, for sure, I think Deus just throwing out stray bolas, as long as something hits from it. Waterfudge has the blink, he's got the first attack, he should be able to find walls, especially in a game like this where it is rainy and thunder. There's a lot of bushes to hang around as well.
Yeah.
Should be prime time for the Hanu when it comes down to it.
I didn't look at what Lumi has.
For what, sorry?
I didn't look at what Lumi has. I was trying to figure out my DPI.
Oh, could you? I didn't look at
it. Looks like we're gonna see a really early fight against the... Oh, well, I guess it really wasn't a super big fight. We see the Alex go down early to Celine.
Classic Alex. Classic Alex.
Another game a fight up in archery range between Dig and the 3 Musketeers. By Musketeers, I mean Quantum Quake.
Dagon, again, gonna get taken out in archery range. I think Squirtle and Tan actually love-shotted each other because they were both the only people sitting around inside a stream. So nice return kills on each other. There's a lot of individual picks just kind of coming through. Fiora trying to turn things around. Nice combo damage coming in. Tan about to get taken down. Will end up getting comboed by the Fiora. Did end up landing the first attack of the dash. Rosito just going to use the speed gate to get themselves on out of there. Yang comes back. Dog in the coat. I don't think you want to stay. You should have the leaping in just a second. There's the triple. There's the 4 stack. Dog in the coat will get tagged by the outer ring of the Tomahawk Roundhouse 2. Gets taken down. It is a overall 2 for 1, I think. No, 2 for 0? 2 for 1 in favor of Sunnyface.
They came back. Oh.
That's something.
In Fire Station, we have another really big fight. Switch taking a bunch of damage by the My Rio combo. Throwing up the Echoes of the Earth, able to get really good CC on after that is just not enough. Oh, we see the White Lotus knocking the Lynx into the wrong direction as Rio has to run away.
I don't know if this Priya pick is working, if I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of fights, again, just kind of being fought out in like that middle area, no teams are really initiating in fully onto you outside of Team Yes Flame. The Priya, you know, in a lot of cases in recent times, we've seen her be really, really nice, but yeah, that's in lobbies where a lot of fights are being forced in towards the back line. We're not seeing that right now. A lot of damage is being sent all into the front line instead, which is something that has been changing as of late in Season 5.
I agree. I think a lot of the fights are turning more, what do you call them? You go pew 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 into the tank, and then the other backline goes pew 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 into the other tank. And the back line's in the back line, and they're doing the pew pew pew, and the tank tries to tank. And
The pew pew pews?
You know what I mean?
Are you talking about front to back?
Yeah.
The pew pew pews, eh? Yes.
Oh yeah.
I like it. Alright, here we go. Fight begins again. Twilight is actually going to come through. Peacemaker perfectly on time by the heart, but that is a lot of damage down on towards the two members. Tan not even close to getting taken down. That is the combination. That is the mechanic that a lot of people told me about when it comes to Jackie inside of Peacemaker. She heals indefinitely. Your health just goes down. Quite brutal. It's going to work out in favor of Team 1360. They should be able to pick up the Tree of Life over in Hotel. No, they're actually going to be pushed away from it because there's another team there.
Yep. So Samuel may actually get it for free.
It's going to be the Empress. Really nice transition coming in at the start of day number 2. Dog in the coat. That's not dog in the coat. There we go. That's dog in the coat. Rosito also in a little bit of trouble. Just going to be able to back away from that one.
And then it looks like, oh my gosh, please, Steam, stop. Stop notifying me of this same person jumping on VR chat 3 times over, please.
Yes.
Really good RE just being able to get out and disengage before losing their life from what I believe was Queen of Life.
Quite a good time for them to do that too, because look at their credit counts, looking for something very soon. I think Pan might be looking for a 4-square at this point. Finds a meteorite, which is a really, really good transition for
nice.
This Jackie. I should be able to upgrade into the racing boots. Good stuff. Rosito and Dog in the coat.
Queen Life is chasing.
Yeah, Tan's not here, but they're trying to force this. Maybe pulling everybody in on towards Tan. Suya's actually going to jump in on that one, Dinal. Pushing on through. Tan sitting up in the back line, trying to do a little bit of damage. Bringing it back straight with the Dema. Dagon went towards the wrong direction. Tan still trying to fight it through. Will end up getting taken down. Suya a little bit too tanky for the rest of the team to find it. It's going to be a 1-for-1 trade. Got about 20 seconds of death timers for both of these teams. Should be able to find a little bit of rhythm before going into battle zones if they are going to try to fight for it, which we've seen Queen of Life try to do. So these death timers are going to work a little bit better. But we see a Kai Kunai down again. When are they getting taken down?
During that fight between 1360 and Queen of Life.
Ooh, awkward timing. Awkward timing.
Oh, the curse of casting turnover turn.
The Gogu sitting up in the front lines will get taken down in just a moment. Down goes the Yan. Oh, down goes the Lennox, I'm sorry. Tomshu getting pushed back. Beautiful blast wave, but is it going to be enough? The Fiora, nice parry. Will be able to stay alive. Tomshu going to get taken down 2-for-0 in favor of team. Let's see, Zanny Face. Nicely done. Lucky draw NG trying to duke it out inside of a battle zone. Their health bar is not looking too hot right now, but the control over the console or the drone, not that bad. Kraz getting isolated away by the rest of their team. Deus is able to isolate that target, just knock him down so fast. Yeah, I don't know, Lucky draw NG. They're really not having it in the scrims today at all, but they still are alive after the battle zone.
They're trying, and I'm really proud of them. So up in Police Fire Station, we see Octodus Pain and JK actually doing so much damage, able to knock down both Celine and Rio, leaving just the Fiora. And then it looks like, oh, they were fighting Lumi. I thought there was another fight. Teehee, I lied.
Yeah, Squirtle did end up getting taken down by the Celine, so kind of holding down the ground, trying to at least pick up one return kill in exchange for their life getting taken down as well. You know you're not running away from Amai, so a nice idea from the Celine. Will be able to pick up one return kill. 6 kills now for Zenufei. Same thing for Team Paid Actors. They are going to be our kill leaders in this lobby. I'm not going to be counting battle zone kills for Team Yes Flame. They are still hanging in there. Everybody in this lobby is still hanging in as much as possible. Slow game for Team Quantum Quake. Very, very slow game again for Team Lucky. Although again, they are slowly but surely, hopefully scaling. Although they're putting items on the Priya, so we'll see how that works out.
We'll see. Priya is, with the Cataclysm, they have a lot of damage potential, especially with the Rio and Lennox, but I have no idea. They haven't really been seeming to get these good fights, so my accent. Getting a really nice, getting a 3 tree actually, which is really good for the Rio right here.
Are they going to look for... Ooh, actually opting to drop in, though. The meteorite's going to be called. There's the radar, so... Yeah, I was thinking a possible, maybe, Crimson Bow was about to come up, but no, it's going to be the radar prio. I think that is definitely the right choice here at this stage in the game. They need items on this Rio, and that radar is going to be a really, really good start. Tree of Life contest between Team Queen of Life as well as Team Yes Flame. There's the bullet coming through. Parry going to come out from Dagon. They're trying to turn things around as much as possible, but Jigna's already sitting in the backside of this fight. Down goes the Dema. Water Fudge looking for an angle. Gets the stun onto the Butterfly. Water Fudge about to get taken down. No! The heal from Dogfight is enough. Deus, I think he's going to be able to catch up. No, it's actually the Q that ends up missing. Deus still trying to chase on through. Denal trying to run away. I think he should be able to get out as, yep, goes in towards Hotel. Minus 500 coming in for Team Queen of Life, whereas for Team Paid Actors, they're just dead. They're out.
Oh. Up in the stream, it looks really close. You see Lennox being chased by Team 1360. It looks like they're actually going to go down here. Eosplayer was able to go out a little earlier. Oh. Goba's still alive, actually. Probably not for long, especially against...
Oh, they're teleporting. Oh, Tam might have overpushed a little bit. We'll see, we'll see. There's the Adina coming in. Hachimi on the backside. Tan in really dire straits. About to get taken down. Not going to. Queen of Life also got taken down in just that moment as well. I have no idea what happened here, but it was probably... Team Yes Flame.
Yeah, I just saw they were in beach, low health, and I looked over and I looked back, and there was another fight in the stream, so...
Goodness gracious. Can we start getting picture-in-picture, please? Like
yeah,
honestly, what is going on?
I'm trying, I have multiple views, I've got you and me, now that I fixed my sensitivity, but...
I'm gonna need it myself at this point. I can't keep up to date with all these fights. There's another...
Oh, really good 4-stack coming from this lead. You also get Resi all the way down to half. Hachimi being able to get a really nice wall stun. Just not able to find home. Oh, Tan tries to find a backline jump. Just gets CC'd and down they go.
That right
Tried their best.
That right there is the Miracle Blast Wave coming in from the Celine, just perfectly splitting apart the Jackie from the rest of their team. No reactions coming in from the rest of, 1360? Although the res on Lumi does allow them to at least stay alive a little bit longer, so it's fine. Jackie is brought back. Everything is
That's not Lumi.
Is it not Lumi? Where were they?
No, it's a portable kiosk.
Oh, you're right. There it is. They used a portable kiosk for a res? Oh.
Yeah, I mean, it probably was for the tempo, so they could get back to farming right away and they didn't have to waste any red timer because both of the, I guess 3 of the kiosks are in either red or contested.
Yeah, that is fair. It's probably really tough for this team to try wasting time, especially on Tan, right? Because Tan needs all the mastery and all the experience that he can get. Probably the right idea to use the portable one for that, but it does suck, right? That's a really big utility that your team has access to. You're gonna have to invest, and now you're gonna have to hang around some of these consoles if you do really want to start calling in items, which they are going to do as a tactical skill get called in by Dog in the Coat.
I was gonna say their credits are actually still looking okay for having just revived. You still see Tan with 250. Arda just about to get 200, and I and Dog in the Coat just bought their tack. So they're still looking good. It's just now if they take another fight, it's probably going to look a little rough. It's looking like another fight may be happening between Zany Face and 1360. Hakimi trying to jump in, but Reddy's able to get out using RE. Pure trying to find something, but is unable to find them as 1360 decides to just run and reposition.
Quite lucky too, because Tan actually ended up hyperlooping out right before they got caught out, so running away with their lives intact is actually a really big advantage going for Team 1360, as they've already used minus 250 to res Tan. Pretty sure they don't want to be doing that again in this game. See, what are you going to call from this, Tan? It's going to be a recon drone. Alright, not even the combat epinephrine. Okay.
I was going to say, this is a really precarious place to be in for Quantum Quake. Look at all of the yellow zone that's just on that side of the map.
The zones that are opening, though,
all the way back up.
Yeah, well, the zones that are opening is Temple Police Station. It could be a bit worse.
It could be. It is looking a little... I wonder if... Oh! Oh! Lucky draw. Not in a good spot.
Still
he was able to just run and revive. I was wondering where he was hearing the combat from. Oopsie.
I'm wondering, you know, their items are actually not that bad. What are they missing throughout some of these fights, really, and with this composition? Because from the looks of it right now, I mean, let's be real here. Yes, Flame is a comp that this team is going to have very much a fight, but they are struggling, definitely, and they are not really finding answers to it, which is quite rough.
Oh, we see Resi get caught out by Quantum Quake yet again, leaving 1360 just to run through the zone. Oh, it's a really unfortunate place to be as we see Lucky Draw potentially running into Yes Flame here. I think that is Yes Flame.
Yeah, that could have been really close for the steal, I think. Gobu actually used the Whiplash to try stealing Wick, sitting at around, I think it was 200 HP, but just by a split second was not able to pick that one up. Xeniface. Whoa.
Everyone's just kind of... Okay, I'm teleporting. I'm teleporting!
What do you mean you're teleporting?
I'm teleporting. I'm having packet loss. Everyone's teleporting around the map. We were talking about Wick, and they were in police station for me, and they were not. They were in school.
Oh, Tan's dead. Alright, Hyperloop just didn't work out. Quantum Quake finds one. It's going to be minus 250, but 1360's got to find it quickly. They're going to go up towards archery range. There is a team right on the chase as Xeniface. Oh, they see it. They see just two members. Not going to be able to find anything just yet. Kraz auto-attacking into the quick spin. There is the Echoes of the Earth, but it just doesn't really matter as Swifty just gets absolutely annihilated. Dave was trying to find a kill over on towards Kraz, but this is going to force Whooper to take a lot of damage. Kraz running away from Waterfudge, not going to be able to find anything else. They're in shambles yet again. Lucky Draw NG. Again, 0 kills in this game. Just going to be continuing to struggle. Tan going to get taken down. Dog in the Coat has to run away as Rosito is also taken down too. Xaniface looking to lose their Salim, but will be brought back alive as... Man, yeah, a couple of our teams just struggling. Xaniface trying to turn things around. 12 kills on hand right now. They still have the Wick Line buff. They still have the Chaser. They got the Blood Crown on the Yan. And the Fiora sitting on Chinese Opera Mask. They are decked out. Just needs to finish this game if they want to make use of those items.
Sorry. Sorry. My grandma came in the room. Sorry if you heard my grandma say hi. Found in the coat is taking a really good...
High quality, high quality.
She walked in the room and hi! Right behind you. Okay. Kraya's trying to get out. It appears trying to just rat for a little bit, trying to get a little more points. disappears, but we do see Yes Flame seeing these
Oh.
things. Oh, Bola. Exposed to Bola for a reason. It exploded.
Yep.
Um,
Didn't even need that foothold trap, by the way. He just died before
sorry,
they even
Grandma.
popped.
Yeah. Sorry, Grandma. Love you.
We love you too, Grandma. I don't. I don't know. What? Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, we do see two teams trying to occupy forest, but it does look like Yes Flame is just gonna leave. Maybe they see Wick is still on Zany Face. They're thinking they're not gonna want to deal with it and gonna go down to fight Quantum Quake down in Warehouse. Zeus getting the sniper skill. I think he's able to see them. Well, they see the war now. Um, although it's a really good pull into Jignut, but it's just not enough. It's a really big shield from what I believe is a force shield.
They have to back
They
away
try to
from
just
this.
run at them.
Oh my god, Gobu. I think they just have to back away from this. Jignut already invested his force field. He's already lost a lot of his HP. Guardian Suit is also down. Yeah, just back away.
Water Fudge also invested Flash.
Exactly. Just gotta wait for cooldowns again, but this is still going to suck because this means that they really don't have any control. And now that they're building items like this, yep, look at that. Quantum Quake knows exactly what is going on. They're using recon drones up top. They have full information, most likely, about what is going on up there. They know there's the ballistic advantage shots coming in. Yeah, they have exactly every single idea about what is happening on the north side of this area right now. Gobu positioning himself, Tomchu getting ready, Neo Spitter also getting ready. Just no traps, which I guess in and of itself is a blessing for us and the team. Yes, Flame. Pulled back again is going to be Jake. Now there's the investment again with the force field. Water Fudge looking for an angle. He actually gets it. What the? What? What was that? He traveled so far away. There's the stun over onto Neo Spitter. There's the pork chop coming in too. Waterfudge is still alive. Jignut's alive too. He's going to try to get the 1v2. There's no damage dealers left on the side of Team Quantum Quake. Gets the kill over on the Tomshu, and now Gobu and Jignut, they're in a little bit of trouble as Jignut trying to find kills. Neo Spitter turning things around. There's the quick spin coming in from both of our Tonfa players. Jump coming in, cannonball in. Timer-wise, it is an advantage of Gobu right now. They gotta find a kill as soon as possible. Waterfudge trying to find something. Can they get the kill onto Neo Spitter, or is it just gonna be with the ground pound? He just grabs the kill. Gobu now is on a deficit when it comes to timer. This is gonna be a win coming in for Team Yes Flame. Deus is gonna come back, and they managed to turn it around. Waterfudge with a huge play.
I was gonna say, looking at the items, this Jignut actually went Commander's headset, so he's actually able to heal for himself now as well, and the radar. So he's just healing from the radar, he's healing from Commander's headset, and he's got so much move speed coming from Guardian Suit. They are eating so good here.
Yeah, this is pretty classic builds now for the Camillo, where it's either Guardian Suit, Commander's headset, or the Battle Suit, Commander's headset, and then you go triple crit, like I said at the beginning of the game. Although Star Steel doesn't give you crit. I've seen some transitions where you do. Oh, I guess that's a little bit more for Rapier, I suppose, if you're gonna go for triple crit. But yeah, I mean, this works as it is right now. There's the fight up towards the top side as Waterfudge trying to run away from a Chimi, although running away from a Yan as a Hyunu is not exactly going to be the greatest thing.
No.
Jignut and Deus also getting pushed away by the Celine. This is a very, very difficult final zone for, I think, any of the members from Team Yes Flame to find. There's the pick over onto Deus, possibly coming through. Jump over the wall. Nicely done from Deus. Resets coming in, but they have this final zone locked down to a pad. Double Guillotine's about to disappear in a few moments. They have to coordinate this front to back very, very well. Jignut goes in. Waterfudge looking for an angle. Celine is going to be able to back away from this one. Fiora getting taken dangerously down, but Chimi sitting in the middle of nowhere. Is he going to be able to kill Deus? A couple more auto attacks from Deus. He gets it! He gets it! Down goes the Fiora. There's a chase down on towards the Celine. Jignut should be able to finish this one, and nicely done. Coming in from Team Yes Flame, 20 kills, 23 overall team kills for themselves. Total kills, I should say. Huge game.
I didn't even notice the kills.
Goodness gracious.
I didn't even notice the kills. That was played so perfectly. They were able to get on when they were pushed back so far, Deuce being able to get back into the other zone and reset, then allowing for Jingnut to jump in, disrupt the entire front line of the enemy team, and then Anu getting a really nice angle, being able to essentially one-shot Fiora without the Jingnut, but and then Deuce 1v1ing Hachimi. Holy.
That was really big. I think if Achimi
Mm,
kills Deus there, then the fight could have turned in a little bit of a different direction, although I don't know how much of a direction it could have turned because the Salim was getting chased down. I think Waterfudge was right around the CCTV area
yep,
as well. So
yep.
overall, Hachimi was still kinda doomed, but yeah, not even being able to pick up a kill onto Deus is definitely got to suck. Damage-wise, Deus sitting at 30k is going to be the highest in the game. That's probably a given considering how
Mm-hmm.
much he did in that final fight. And overall, I think Waterfudge found some really nice things. Jignut also found some really nice things. But again, it's Deus on this Bernice that can follow
Yeah.
up on the damage that Waterfudge and Jignut was able to do. This is a really nice pick.
Deuce also running frailty, allowing him to I think it's shred defense and do true damage. It allows him to do a lot more poke than you would believe.
For sure, for sure, for sure. All right, here we go. I think the scores are available, so I'll put that up on the
Are they?
screen. Maybe. Because I see the lobby code up, so I'm not showing that to the stream, so there we go.
Oh, don't do that.
Alright, so
Don't do
scores, are they
me.
updated yet? Nope, not yet. It'll change in just a moment as soon as Lol King posts all the numeros into the second sheet. We'll see it update in live time in just a moment here, so hang on.
Live time. You see what we see. Holy.
There it is. Alright, we got a two-way tie. Yes Flame and Quantum Quake tied for first place with 45 points. Paid Actors in third with 39. Xaniface in fourth with 36. 1360 in 5th with 24, Queen of Life in 6th with 20, 8 points for Akai Kunai in 7th place, and Lucky Draw NG still, unfortunately, sitting on 0 team kills. This is going to be our 8th place team with 4 points overall.
Sad.
They gotta find something.
Yeah, I hope for at least one team kill coming from Lucky Draw. I mean, they're called Lucky Draw for a reason.
Yeah, again, I actually don't know what the issue is so far. They just
I
kind of.
think I think I'm seeing the Priya play too far up and playing too much for Echoes of the Earth rather than potentially playing further back and just trying to poke the Q and get shields for the Lennox or just do the Lennox things and let the backline do the backline things.
That could be true. That absolutely could be true. Again, a lot of what we've been mentioning about Team Lucky Draw NG is that the Priya isn't really able to utilize
Yeah.
their full kit so far, because
Mm-hmm.
the only times I've ever seen that Echoes of the Earth really affect a team fight,
Mm-hmm.
even remotely, is the fight where they're always duking it out against like Team Yes Flame running, the Hyunwoo Camilo comp, for example, in that game,
Yes.
or even like 1360 where Tan just jumps in. All the other
Yes.
teams aren't really doing that. So
Because what you need, if you play that same comp, you need Lennox, and then behind Lennox, you need the Priya into Rio behind that. So once they try to dive, you'll have Lennox and Priya being the buffer for Rio. So if they do try to jump, you can Echoes of the Earth, push your E for the potential extra CC, shields, or you can do the knock around with double Q and also apply so much damage at the same time. But I think they're playing a little too far up. So they just get jumped way too early before getting any of that preemptive potential poke or extra shielding. So when they do jump, it's not as bad for them, if that makes any sense.
it is a little bit difficult for, I think, single ADCs to get the damage out nowadays as well, right? I am kind of counting Priya in the support position so far because with how Lucky Draw and G's been taking their early game, they fall behind, which means Priya's damage, well, we do know that it is relatively high. It's not really going to be that high since they're falling behind extremely early on. Single ADC damage output, not exactly the greatest when you have a lot of explosive teams in this lobby. So, yeah, you
Yeah.
say the Priya and the Lennox has to be a buffer for the Rio. If that happens, Rio's never really hitting a priority target in a lot of these fights. So,
Yeah.
quite
I
difficult.
think it's really hard. As Loki said in chat, Lucky Draw is playing very uncoordinated. They've also had a problem with falling behind quite often, considerably in the games, and then many individual macro mistakes as well, not macro, micro mistakes. And it doesn't help that they are falling behind. So in the mid game, where all these teams have all their items, there tend to be only 1 to 2 items, and it's hard for them to be able to damage back without fear for their own safety.
We'll
So I
see.
think it's a mix of playing too scared and playing a little too far up and uncoordinated.
Indeed, they're going to be running the Rio Priya again in this game, so we'll see if this is going to work out. Whooper, considering the Alonzo again in this game, as the Alonzo ban has lifted, although technically it was available again in the last game, I think. Oh, no, it was not available in the last game.
No, it wasn't.
So they're going to try it. Maybe it's better with the Rio, because earlier we saw it with Kraz sitting on the arm. It was somebody else. I think it was... I forgot.
You
Either
can
way,
look at the document, but
yeah, maybe the Alonzo is going to be the right answer here. Squirtle's still going to be sitting on that Rio. We're going to see Garnet coming out from Rosito.
yeah.
Pan's going to be sitting on the Abigail. So a bit more of the front to front fight for that team. We'll see if Garnet's going to be able to find any executions using the Iron Maiden in this game.
The only thing that's tricky about that team is there's no range, there's no poke.
Yeah, that's true.
So they're not going to be able to take any of those neutral trades without doing severe damage to themselves.
Oh yeah, it's a comp where once you go in, you have to keep going, right? Otherwise, you're not really going to be able to find any remnant damage. Your big bursts come in at the beginning of the fight. You're going to be able to continuously get a little bit more, of course, but want to get your main combo in at the start. Try to get your big advantage. But if you do get your combos correctly on 1360's composition, you got the Laura Sly Step, you got the Laura Twilight Heist, you got the Abigail Cleaves, you got Abigail, literally everything in their composition, and then furthermore, if the Garnet's able to somehow position themselves correctly and follow through on the Laura and the Abigail, she can also use her W, fully chain it, and there's the root coming in with the damage as well. So 1360 has a lot of potential. There are so many check marks that needs to be ticked off if they want to actually use this composition correctly. So
Yeah, tech skill, by the way.
I saw it. Wow.
I think they're going to have to really rely on the Abigail potentially getting these one-shots or at least chunky damage to those backlines to let the Laura finish them off while Garnet is potentially keeping the tank preoccupied.
Indeed.
It's going to be really hard. We're going to have to see how it works in game, but there is a pretty good chance it can be played super well if in the right hands.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This is one of the reasons why I think she's a little bit of a two-faced card that you can play at this stage. Because North America, I don't still think considers Garnet to be good, but from what I've been seeing over on the Korean side of things, they actually kind of like Garnet. I've seen a lot of really good screenshots of people saying, "Oh, Garnet's pretty good," with some like 20 kill game on Garnet where they're actually out damaging most of their DPS characters. So
I think Garnet's really good in solo play.
She's pretty self-sufficient, but a lot of her skills do affect what your teammates are able to do.
Yeah. It's just hard to get a really good idea of what's going on with her because in coordinated fights like this, she's not going to be able to play against Fate actors at all.
I mean, we'll see, right? Because the thing that I was thinking about in a lot of cases, especially with Garnet, is that thanks to Garnet, you don't have to finish off frontliners. That's a really, really big part about Garnet, if you end up using the Maiden's Embrace over onto the front line, you can just take them down below 25%, which for the most part, I think in Eternal Return is possible to do on a tank relatively easily. It's just the remaining 25% HP that's really difficult with things like, you know,
Yeah.
what is it? Healing Drone activated. You got a lot of ultimates that are usually saved until the last moment kind of thing too.
Yep.
So Garnet might make easy work of front lines. I think that's something that a lot of teams might have to look out for if 1360 does well, and if Rosito is able to catch out on that as well. Actually utilizing it on the front line instead of always trying to brute force the back line. Because I don't think with a comp like Abigail Laura, Garnet is ever gonna be able to touch back line. She shouldn't be able to.
I wouldn't think so. Because we saw a really big fight happening up in Fire Station. We saw Lucky Draw getting jumped really low. We see the Alonzo go down, and it looks like Lucky Draw's still sitting here while paid actors is right on their tail. It looks like Priya's just gonna run and let the Rio drop just so their team can live for another day. Again, the Priya played a little further back and was able to get a really nice dance off the Mai, but got jumped by paid actors and they had to run back, and Alonso was killed as a consequence. It's really unfortunate for them.
Alright, JK walking into the wrong direction. Is he going to find some people on accident? Yep, Suyumume right around. Dagon and Denal looking to jump in on this. JK trying to back away. He doesn't have Blink right now, so any kind of crowd control could be a little bit dangerous. Dagon backing away. Stardust is going to miss. We have 30 seconds until the tree is going to spawn. That's a beautiful Fleeting Soul coming through from Squirtle. They are trying to continue the fight right now, but JK is waiting on a little bit of cooldowns. He does not have the overclock at the moment. Damage coming out from Suyumume, damage coming out from Denal, not that bad. Actor should get taken down in just a moment as soon as the Shaw Veil is gone. Missing out on a couple ticks of damage, but Suyumume with the dot will be able to pick that up. Denal falls down, Dagon falls down, JK Squirtle is going to bring back Actor, but look at the top of the screen, there is already Quantum Quake hanging around that area.
It's not looking like a good position for them. We also see Zany Face is really low. Everyone's really low except for the Celine here. Fiora trying to get some good damage on Resi and the Garnet, just not enough it looks like. Oh, never mind. Able to actually blow him up. Highline.
She can't move in these fights. Like as long as people are right clicking, she can't chase anybody. This is so painful to see because I think Rosito actually ended up investing the Maiden's Embrace really early on into the fight, but nobody got taken down below the threshold quickly enough, so it just went to waste. Everybody else's health bars were taken below 25% after it was gone, and that is so devastating for 1360.
We see a really unfortunate teleport coming from Queen of Life. I think I saw a zone was empty where the meteorite was, and then another team came up. But then in Chapel, we see another really unfortunate fight from Lucky Draw and the Yes Flame. It looks like Leon was able to jump down onto the Alonzo, but up an archery range instead, we've got Resi chasing down Nikki, and then Dogna Coat trying to just do as much damage as she can, dance around the Nikki. It looks like it's working. Nikki goes down. So you see Alex blows up.
Garnet actually did something, actually stopping the rotations for Lynx to get away. Wow, broken character. Whoa.
Whoa, yippee!
Yippee! There's the Mithril coming in, which means we should be seeing... Oh, okay.
Oh?
Interesting! A Cladaring coming in for... I mean, I guess that's fair, because you do kind of want the Suppressed Pain to actually heal a lot. But,
yeah.
Okay. I mean, we'll see how it goes.
Stats it gives. It gives a little bit extra max HP for a little bit tankiness.
She does get a little bit of amp as well. She has a lot of okay amp scaling in the end, but yeah, it's going to be the tactical skill upgrade going in for the Garnet as well. I did see the protocol violation level 2 coming online for her. Good stuff. 1360. Not in that bad of a spot right now.
3 teams in Cemetery. CC, Sweet Tea on the Priya just goes down immediately from JK, and it looks like they're going to go down to the other zone, whereas Queen of Life looks like they're going to end up being the one fighting the last two Lucky Draw, trying to just get some really good poke damage on the Dema W. Dema gets a really good double ult. The Alonso R just not enough self-sustain. And then Paid Actors comes in trying to 3P, stealing the zone. The Mai comes in, actually misses the stun, letting Suya get a really good start at it. Oh, but it's just not enough. It appears Dagon goes down, and then Suya being the last one left and goes down shortly after.
Yeah, that's a really
Happened to
unfortunate
Denal.
spot. Denal? Oh, he just got obliterated by I think it was JK.
Looking at Suya and Dagon, saw Dagon fall down, and Denal was already down. Oh.
That's what ends up happening if you're playing squishier characters. Again, something like a Barber right now. She will just kill you, as we mentioned earlier on in the games. So, good stuff coming in for, what is it? Was it, nope, it wasn't Quantum Quake. It was Team Paid Actors for picking up the 4 score inside of the battle zone. That's a Cotier picked up at least for JK. The Dragon Scale is also coming along for this character as well. Wheel of Life trying to duke it out up against a team inside of Force, maybe contesting earlier for a Tree of Life. Gonna end up taking the loss for this one. Dagon using the toothbrush should be able to get out. Oh, blocking the second shot of that ballistic advantage, although I don't think Denal is going to be able to get away from this one. Nina making it a little bit easier for Jiggy to chase on through. White Lily ends up failing. Denal, you gotta run. 15 seconds to go. Jignut should have Sierra, and oh, okay, it's a little bit too long, so a little bit unfortunate, but Denal should be able to get away. All 3 members should come back alive in about 20 or so seconds.
3 seconds for Suya. He has to spawn essentially right now. And it looks like they are able to spawn. We are seeing a fight happening. Oh, it's another really unfortunate fight for Lucky Draw. This Alonso just not able to run away, but there is a really big fight, or what appears to be a really big fight, gonna start for the next tree up in stream. Well, it looks like it was already taken. We see Dognako, 10, and Revy trying to... Oh, okay, so we see... Oh, Revy's gonna go down here. Even in that W, taking too much damage. Dognako trying to get a R for that big shield, and CC, again, not enough. As we see a... I think we missed the my taunt, but Dognako is able to get away. As we see another team come up, Gomu actually hits the turret, bringing it closer. We see Bernice putting down a bunch of traps trying to prevent them from jumping in. Mai taking a bit of damage from a combo of Gobu Tomshu, but Gobu is taking a lot of damage themselves.
They have to back away now because JK already
Mai is
invested.
going to walk back and try to reset. And it looks like the team 1360 is split up a little bit here.
It's a little bit weird. Why is the Abigail so far away? Tan on the south side at the moment. Another huge fight happening inside of Chapel. Lucky Draw energy trying to turn things around. Unfortunately, Alonso is the first one to get taken down. Krast and Swifty has to back away. This is probably one of the best fighting chances they had, and it's just not going to work out in their favor. Kai Kunai going to be able to pick up their first kill over on the Lucky Draw energy. Rosito going to get taken down inside of Stream. It seems like the chase around just ended up not coming through as Dog and a Coat teleported somewhere, but they're also isolated again in comparison to Tan. Tan's going to try to hyperloop over towards the Laura, try to get the res back on through. It seems like luckily another team walking past them should theoretically be okay, but Tan is going for the CCTV, trying to play a little bit more safe than anything else. There are no consoles, and they haven't brought back Rosito just yet either. Uh-oh. Oh.
I could not hear anything. Oh, so yeah, just in the corner, gets immediately killed by the combo of JK and Squirtle. Unfortunate. Staken has to just run. Looks like a really unfortunate teleport spawn between... Oh, two teams. Oh, I can't hear anything.
Back with the Fleeting Soul. EMP Barrage is actually pretty good. It's going to lock out a lot of the potential follow-through coming in. Perfect angle on the EMP Barrage. Fight was actually pretty close, but Akai Kunai keeping their lives intact. Paid actors also opting not to push into the EMP barrage, which is probably the right idea there. They're going to be able to get themselves a portable console in exchange for that one. I saw a flare gun, actually, I think being activated by Deus inside of this area. 10 seconds to go until a red box spawns inside the chapel. But another fight up on the north side of the fight of the map. Zito holding onto his ultimate, does end up landing it over onto Ichimi. 25% HP, he does have it. There it is! There's the execute. Iron Maiden execute down onto Ichimi. Cut down into the ground. Nicely done.
I could not hear anything that was going on for half of that, but unfortunately, it looks like Lee of Life just gets caught trying to revive and goes down there with 3 team kills, unfortunately.
Look at them on the credits they had too. They had so many credits, just never able to actually utilize them throughout the course of the game. And it might be the same case for this team on their screen, although Fire Station looking to be a bit open, so maybe this Fiora has a little bit.
Oh, I mean, can't hear again.
Can't hear again. Oh, no! Aya, where are you?
I can't hear. Every once in a while, it's here.
What the? Can you hear me now?
I'm not even. Yeah, okay, I can hear you now. Oh my god. No, it just like it sounds like you were cutting in and out, super pixely.
Oh, here we
Okay,
go.
there's a. I have to take them forward.
Oh no!
Kunai, Yasuo was able to jump in there. The Leon able to do so much damage with Surf's up, but not hitting any wall, letting the entirety of Lucky Draw stay alive. Actually, looked like Echo of the Earth did a little bit of damage. The Rio all not finding a home. Swifty trying her best to just keep the team alive with a little bit of shielding, potentially a little bit of poke here and there, getting some good damage actually onto the Bernese.
They don't have time.
It's looking a little rough.
They gotta go. I mean, they have to push, or they can't even back away, because look at this. They have no time. Right now, this Rio sitting on 6 seconds. They have to push in. This zone's gonna close eventually as well. Something has gotta happen. There's the Surf's up. Pushed, crashed straight into the wall. Swifty's gonna get taken down.
Leon will come back out and being able to hit the wall leaves both Lucky, getting both Rio and Priya on the floor.
What the heck is happening here? Gobu and Neo trying to run away.
I can't hear again.
Uh-oh. No! Alright, Lucky Draw NG, unfortunately, 0 team kills, or 0 kills in general throughout the course of the scrims. That is very, very unfortunate. Gobu sitting on 3 seconds, Neo down to 1 second. There goes Neo Spitter. Gobu's also going to die because zones are closing. There it goes. Pop goes the Weasel. He's going to get taken down. 1360, Rosito, why are you so split away from the rest of your team? You're now going to get found out, and unless your teammates are somehow close to a Hyperloop, they're not even opting to try for it. Yeah, he's just dead. I don't know.
I can hear again. Also, at some point, the Zany face went down. I'm pretty sure it was the fight up in Police that we were missing while we were watching Lucky Draw. Oh, I can't hear again.
It's alright. No, I wasn't saying anything. Okay. Alright, funny enough, one of the slowest wick taking comps in this lobby is going to be able to take down wick for free up on the north side. Garnet just has to trade about half of her HP set for it. Louie's going to get taken down again by Team Yes Flame. 12 kills strong right now. They did end up going for a couple of really nice transitions. We do see the Necronomicon online for Waterfudge Deus. Dropping a blood sample for Jignut. What is this going to go on towards? Ooh, wait a second. Are we about to see the Phantom Blades? Oh my.
Maybe. You know what this sounds like? You know when you used to have a landline and you would call someone and they had really bad signal and they would just like cut in and out? That's what it sounds like.
You sound fine on my end, although there are a couple moments where you're a little bit kind of staticky, but outside of that, you're fine on my end.
Why is it only coming in? Why'd I sound like that? Anyway. See another blood coming out for Yes Flame. Holy! 2 blood just on the Leon alone. Holy
Seeing
spicy
good.
ball.
Okay. Fleeting Soul lands over on the dog in the coat, but he's a lord. He's gonna be able to just step away. I don't know. This game
Oh,
is in a little
oh
bit of a
no.
stalemate right now. We got school, fire station, and police station as our final 3 zones, which means we know what our temp zone and final zone split's going to look like. Every single one of our teams just kind of corralling themselves towards the northern side of the remaining zones, although we have yet to see a fight beginning. Lynx is going to be a little bit preemptive when it comes to jumping in. There is the Poland with the Twilight Eyes. There's a third party coming in as well. There is a fiesta going on as Mugen's going to get taken down. Actor, JK, and Squirtle pushing in on in. Dog in the code a little bit low on HP, so they're not going to look for the fight, continue it anymore. All the kills went over towards the hands of Team Paid Actors. 1360, they haven't been able to find any of it up in the north side of the map right now.
Oh, Nikki's able to live, but it doesn't look like for long. Actually, we see the Nadine coming back. Oh, we actually see only the Alex going down for them. As we see the fight happening again, oh, we see another really big surf stop coming from the Leon, able to just drop both the Rio and Barbara to the floor, leaving only Mai. It looks like Mai is just not able to run away
She's out.
unless it does look like Mai is actually able to leave, but she's going into the zone with both 1360 and a Kai Kunai. It does look like Jesper was going to chase as well. I think they know they're the only team over in police station. I can't hear. They sound like a bunch of like Barbly group. Okay.
That's okay. Alright.
Maybe I should have stopped watching the game here. But let me. Wrong button, wrong button, wrong button, wrong button.
It's working, it's working. It's all good. We're slowly getting there. We're almost done, so, you know, for the most part, whatever we've been trying is
actually, no,
working.
boo. Boo, we love this game. More. Every team is in school, actually, right now.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, nobody's bothering to go up towards the north side. I think Yes Flame definitely understand that they're extremely strong right now. Nikki has absolutely no chance of staying alive. No business staying inside of this area. Swampert's going to try to run away, but they're going to hold strong inside of school. Try to pick up as many points as possible. They're sitting at 15. Possible, let's see, possible 20 kills remaining in this game, or at least unique kills, I should say, coming from now. There's still a difficult route. Yep, Squirtle is back. Pretty big for paid actors. Tan gonna jump towards the north side. We got 3 full teams within the Dean, just kind of coping. Swampert's dead.
Yeah. Womp womp.
He's also got 4 seconds, so he's gotta move quick.
Oh, yeah.
I think he gets a few extra seconds when temp zones spawn, but not gonna buy you that much time.
No, really not. So we do see Yes Flame has total complete control over the zone. So we see Squirrel trying to get some really good poke, as well as JK, but I think we're going to see another... Oh, we see another... Actually, that didn't land. Leono just barely doesn't land. The rest of the team... Oh, Jignut's able to finish them off.
That was fat.
Jignut combo along with the Bernice. I think it was the Trap Q just doing so much burst damage and true damage right there.
Yeah, I think Jignut
finish them off.
I think Jignut also ended up critting the spin Vuelta, and it landed on both JK and Squirtle, just annihilated their health bar. That is gotta hurt.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I've got a cat trying to mess with stuff. Sorry.
It's all good. It's all good. We're working it out. Again, we're almost done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes and no.
All right, here we go. Can we get a guarded win in a game of scrims or what? Dog in the coat trying to push on in, but the explosive bola. No, Rosito missed the ultimate too. Tan's gonna get taken down. We are not seeing a Garnet win here today.
No.
It's gonna be Yes Flame 21 overall field kills. They ended up getting one additional one since Squirtle came back. So their
Hmm.
movement around the map was in good hands. Nicely done!
You know, well,
Ah,
I have a sneaking suspicion. Can you guess what my sneaking suspicion is?
what? That Deus did the most
I,
damage?
no, that yes, Flame won.
Oh, that's a very very big prediction you have there. Are you sure you want to back it up?
Um, were they first last round and I went first this round too?
Are you asking me, or are you confirming yourself?
Oh wait, was that? Oh, okay. Whoa. Sorry, I'm reading your chat. Pardon. Um. Oh, Deuce did do the most damage. Wahoo! Spoiler alert. Um. I am pretty sure Yes Flame, I think, just won the entire lobby just because they were already, what, first place. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, I'm looking at the items and it's looking like 1360 was really far behind in items as well. So not only were they at uh, oh, yeah, they were also at a weapon mastery deficit. They were also at an item deficit.
Yeah, and also I think okay, so Dog in a Coat tried to just all in on towards Deus, which is the right idea, right? You gotta kill the Bernice in order to do something as this team roster, but there's
Mm-hmm.
nobody on 1360's comp that can easily jump walls other than Laura. Tan has to target somebody with the cleave in order to jump into somebody. That wasn't there. Dog in a Coat just jumped in, got completely isolated. Deus has a field day with the explosive bola. Rosito is walking around in fire station because he can't jump walls either. So it was just a very
Wow.
very kind of double-edged sword kind of initiation. But Deus
Yeah.
just reacted really nicely to it. Again, Rosito also
Mm-hmm.
not running Blink means that he can't support the fight at all. Whereas you have
Yeah.
someone like Waterfudge and Jignut, they have wall jumps for days.
Yeah, I think what they had to do was really just decide on one person to jump on. And it didn't look like they quite did it. Unfortunately. So if they jumped on one person, getting the Garnet alt, getting I guess all of their cooldowns down into one person, they could have potentially have turned it around because it's harder to win a 2v3 than it is a 3v3. So
Yeah.
I don't know what the items. So yes, looking where the results.
Across the board, I think the lobby still has a little bit more to practice, though, right? Because in the end, this is lobby two,
Yeah.
right? So
Mm-hmm.
I think
I'm
even
trying to
for
smack
Yes
my.
Flame, they could definitely kind of scrutinize very small parts about this composition. They had a lot of really easy
Mm-hmm.
times, but you're not always going to get games like this when you're having to deal with
Yeah.
some ERCS teams. But the way that qualifiers works is a little bit interesting, guys, by the way, for those guys who are still here. Next
I'm still
Sunday, when
here.
the cutoff comes, top 12 teams, when it comes to MMR sort, are going to be
Oh.
automatically qualified into ERCS. And then the rest of the 16 are going to duke it out for the remaining 4 spots. So we have 12 teams guaranteed, and the qualifiers next week are specifically going to be for the 4 teams that didn't make it. So as long as you're climbing up in MMR, you'll for the most part be fine. But a lot of the teams that we saw here today are not going to be able to get there just for free, right? So there's a
Mm-hmm.
lot of things that these teams can definitely improve on. I think qualifiers is going to be a very, very good indicator of where NA is kind of going into the competitive season itself. Although that's not
Yeah.
going to be streamed, as far as I know. So
Oh, qualifiers are not streamed.
yeah,
Oh, we're gonna have to have a watch party with who, what, and where when.
yeah, it's gonna
Well,
be
we know the
interesting.
when. We don't know the where.
Well, I know the where.
You have to share the sauce with me. Anyway,
Nah.
we have the results.
Yes, yes, we do. You are absolutely correct. Let me get that up on the screen. There you go. Final results 74 points for Team Yes Flame. They are going to pull way far ahead of Team Quantum Quake. We're going to be in second
Hmm.
place with 58. Paid actors 51, and Zenyaface 39, 34 for 1360, 21 for Queen of Life, 14 for Kai Kunai, and unfortunately 5 for Lucky Draw and G with 0 team kills. I really don't know what to say about this one. I think, again, they definitely struggled when it came to kind of dealing with the solo damage output of the Rio, considering they fell behind pretty early. The
Yeah.
Priya just not able to supplement it enough, even with the Cataclysm that they were able to build up early on with Heaven's
Mhm.
Door, just was not enough. And then Kraz gets consistently pressured by people across the board. Whooper, trying to tank as much damage as possible for Kraz, also just gets obliterated himself. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to really kind of.
I don't know if they are playing aggressively enough. I think they're. I don't. Because I think they were playing too passively when they should have been playing aggressive, and they were playing a little too aggressive when they should have been passive. I think it was a little bit of both. And on top of that, I don't know if they. I don't know them, so I'm not going to say anything too. But it's just unfortunate. I think they were a little uncoordinated, and the way they played just maybe didn't work out for this type of script. Maybe in the future they'll figure something else out that'll work better for them. But for now, yes.
For sure. If anything, I think the lesson we all learned here today was that make sure you don't stand in Barbara's anything, even if it's just a little fraction of your 2 that's sitting in there, you'll still probably die. So be careful about that one. Otherwise, guys, scrims tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to be running it because I'm going to be pretty busy tomorrow, but
Oh boy.
scrim server should have all
Oh,
the information that everyone's going to need.
I can't stream it either because I am not home. But
Wow!
no. But yeah, tomorrow. I don't. Yeah, we'll figure out the who what wears when smells house brown
We'll
cows.
figure.
But
I mean, I'll figure it out. I have to do the
yeah,
work.
yeah. Sure will. But tomorrow, so look forward to that. I think we have a lot of the same teams. Um, going on tomorrow as well. And what do you mean, though, King? If I want to cast it, you think Neural Nimbon thinks I'm good enough for that yet? Um, yes.
All right, cool. If that's the case, we're gonna call it there for today. We'll
Okay.
see you guys tomorrow for more scrims
Mm-hmm.
and possibly
Maybe I
next
go,
week.
but
Oh yeah, that's true. I
maybe
don't know
I
if I'll
will.
be
What
here.
should we want? I don't know. We'll see.
All right, see you guys.
Maybe I'll
Thanks
figure out
for
the
dropping in, everybody. Bye bye.
Yep. Bye bye.